is News 3 Now at 6.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Eric is off tonight. National reports suggest number 12 wants to leave the Green Bay Packers.
It's quickly becoming the most talked about story online, and plenty of Packers fans are nervous there could be truth to what are purely reports and rumors right now. All this on draft day, no less. Sports director Zach Hanley is here with more.
What a day. The tweet heard around the world in Wisconsin was from ESPN's Adam Schefter that said, according to team and league sources, Aaron Rodgers is so disgruntled with the Packers that he doesn't want to come back to Titletown in 2021. NFL Live's Trey Wingo had sources tell him Rodgers told the team, trade or no trade, I'm not coming back. And that, as of last night, Rodgers was convinced that he was headed to San Francisco. Meanwhile, Packers GM Brian Gutekunst said today, we are committed to Aaron in 2021 and beyond. Same thing he said on Monday.
Aaron's our guy. He's going to be our quarterback for the foreseeable future. We're excited about, kind of the things we're going to try to accomplish here over the next couple of years. So, with the contract that you're kind of talking about, it's something we'll work through.
Speaking of his contract, the NFL Network is reporting that Rodgers refused a restructure and wanted an extension instead. So far, that hasn't happened. By the way, the draft is tonight. I'll have more on that coming up later in sports.
Zach, thank you. And let's check your certified most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
Well, we had some clouds this morning. We had some sunshine early this afternoon. Then some showers and thunderstorms popped up. But you can see by the live view from the WISC Skycam, a couple of showers in the distance off to the east, but skies are clearing out overhead. And the Platteville Quimby Radio Skycam shows plenty of sunshine. And that's because most of the showers and thunderstorms are now in southeastern Wisconsin and moving away from most of our viewing areas. So I think within the next hour or so, those showers should clear out of Jefferson and Rock counties, and that'll pretty much be it. Temperatures right now are in the 50s and 60s behind the cold front. Before it happened, temperatures are up around 70 degrees. But by tomorrow morning, we'll expect clear skies. Look for temperatures that drop into the middle 40s. Tomorrow should be a mostly sunny and slightly cooler day with a high of 60, but we'll jump right back up to 80 on Saturday, and then hopefully get some welcome rain toward the end of the weekend. I'll have more details in weather in a few minutes.
Police aren't just doubling down on patrols along the Beltline this year. The penalties if you get caught are doubling too. Jamie Perez shows us why.
When they told me what they were going to be doing, shrinking the lanes, I was honestly envisioning Armageddon.
Sheriff's Deputy Eric Novotny has made a career out of making sure everyone who drives on the Beltline is kept safe.
We have to try to convince people to change their driving behavior and go the speed limit.
He could soon be a part of the increased patrol operations here. A partnership between the Dane County Sheriff's Office and the Wisconsin DOT should help keep areas safe through a hefty construction season.
Beltline speed limit is 55 miles an hour, and we really encourage drivers to obey that posted speed limit of 55.
Wisconsin DOT's Steve Tyson said the department set aside $69,000 to pay for increased patrol on the Beltline until this flex lane construction project wraps up in December.
Really help do their part, because the men and women working behind the barrels and the barrier wall want to get home to their families too.
Anyone caught speeding or on their phones will be pulled over. And remember, these are not just regular traffic tickets. This is a construction zone, so any ticket that you get from now through December will be doubled in fines. That applies to any spot where there's a work zone sign or a construction worker in sight.
There isn't a spot on this Beltline that doesn't meet those two requirements.
He's hoping his message resonates with all of you, so that no one has to deal with what could be deadly consequences.
We want you to change your behavior.
For News 3 Now, I'm Jamie Perez.
The Dane County Board is expected to approve this plan next week. When that happens, the sheriff's deputies will immediately begin patrolling and enforcing on the Beltline. New at 6, about 30 acres were burned in a brush fire in southwestern Dane County this afternoon. This happened in the Mount Vernon Creek fishery area off Highway 92 in the town of Primrose. It took firefighters over an hour to get the flames under control. No injuries were reported, and officials are working to determine a cause.
Governor Tony Evers says he has hasn't met with Republican legislative leaders to discuss his $91 billion state budget proposal because he's listening to what the people of Wisconsin want and that GOP leaders should do the same. Republicans who control the Budget Committee are set to vote as soon as next week to remove many of Evers' priorities, including expanding Medicaid and legalizing recreational marijuana, increasing the minimum wage, and allowing frontline workers to collectively bargain. Today, the governor and Democrats on the Joint Finance Committee called for their colleagues to reconsider.
We know that COVID-19 hit our communities of color exceptionally hard. We also know that this state has the badge of being the worst place in the nation to raise an African American child. We know we have to start off by ensuring that each and every kid and their families, regardless of their zip codes, have the opportunity to not only survive in Wisconsin, but to thrive.
The governor wants to increase funding for public and private K-12 schools by $1.6 billion, which would be the largest hike ever. He wants to cut taxes for poor families and raise taxes on manufacturing and the wealthy.
New at 6, a judge has ruled that Republican leaders of the legislature illegally hired private taxpayer-funded attorneys to represent them in anticipation of legal challenges over redistricting. The legislature has yet to begin the redistricting process, and plaintiffs argued state law does not allow legislative leaders to hire attorneys outside of the DOJ before a lawsuit has been filed. The Dane County judge ruled the attorney contracts that allowed for spending more than $1 million in taxpayer money are void because Assembly Speaker Robin Vos and Senate Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu were not authorized to hire them. To our coronavirus headlines now, health officials confirm 806 new COVID cases across Wisconsin today. That is above the 7-day rolling average of 623. 8 more people have died, and over 1,100 cases of COVID variants have been identified throughout the state.
A third of Wisconsinites are now fully vaccinated. Almost 43% have gotten at least one dose. And in Dane County, 43.5% of people are fully vaccinated. 59% have received at least one shot. And people in Dane County have helped it become the most vaccinated county in the state.
That is a big reason public health is loosening restrictions next week. Adam Duxter joins us live downtown with what will change in the newest health order. Brady?
And what's new is 75% capacity for all businesses, no matter what kind of business you're in, and that includes bars and restaurants. And also new is that indoor events with up to 500 people and no food and drink, so think your church services, well, now they can go up to 500, and indoor events with food and drink, think your wedding receptions, are now able to go up to 350 people. And with that, 2 of the most impacted groups, well, they will be restaurants and event venues. The few told me today their biggest hope now is that customers feel safe and comfortable coming back. I spoke with the owners of Barnwood Events in Fitchburg, and they consider this good news for this year and next year too.
I think once the 150 came in place, we were really happy about that because at least we knew they could have a smaller celebration, where now that it's up to 350, that our capacity is actually 300, so we can have a full house, so to speak.
The Barnwood Events actually just opened this past year and hosted their first wedding just last week. And owners Julie and David Wood say they're excited about what's to come. And you can get a full look at everything that is new in this latest public health order on our website, channel3000.com.
Adam Duxter, I know who you are. In Rock County, health officials extended an indoor mask order, but said masks outdoors are no longer required. However, face coverings are still recommended outdoors when people are unable to socially distance. Rock County is still in phase 2 of its reopening plan, but once it reaches phase 3, the indoor capacity limit will go up to 75%. Health officials also announced They are partnering with Walgreens for 2 community vaccination clinics. The Moderna vaccine is being offered to anyone 18 years old and up. One clinic is happening on Sunday at BLOWOUT Head Start, and the other is happening Saturday, May 8th at the Rock County Job Center in Janesville. Coming up next at 6, an outdoor market returns to Breese-Stevens Field. We will share the precautions organizers are taking to help safely ease people back into community events. Stay with us.
Not all replacement windows are the same. Take a look at our new Eco Sky windows exclusively from Mad City Windows. We're talking about high-performance windows that insulate like walls. They're going to keep the cold out and the heat out in the summertime. That's because of our Sky Mirror technology with layers of low E that give your home an energy upgrade. Remember, we're Wisconsin's #1 remodeler, and now would be a great time to take advantage of our spring blowout sale. Save $1,000 on a house full of new windows, interest-free financing for 2 years, and a $100 gift card with purchase. But act now, and we're going to double your savings to $2,000 on new windows. Double your interest-free financing to 4 years. Double your bonus to a $200 gift card with purchase. Call during this program and double your gift from a $25 to a $50 Walmart gift card with estimate. Call 608-338-1616. Let me give you that number again. 608-338-1616, Mad City.
Millions of customers are leaving their providers and switching to Spectrum. And if you have satellite, it's not hard to see why. Because unlike satellite, Spectrum gives you all the services you need, like internet and TV from one provider.
They do?
Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits for $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. Spectrum wins on TV, too. Unlike satellite, Spectrum doesn't have an ugly dish to install. And you get exclusive premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
Wow, really?
Really? Plus, Spectrum has more free HD and free on demand. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. And unlike satellite providers, Spectrum doesn't have contracts or early termination fees. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Switch to America's fastest growing internet, TV, and voice provider. Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Ask about our easy self-install options. Call 833-909-4499.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
UW-Madison officials are inviting the class of 2020 back to campus this fall to celebrate their achievements. Students couldn't have in-person graduation ceremonies last year because of COVID restrictions. So this event is happening the weekend of September 17th at Camp Randall Stadium.
The 4th season of the Bodega at Breese-Stevens Field kicks off today. The market has a variety of local vendors and food trucks. It runs until 8 o'clock tonight, so there's still time to stop by. There is limited capacity at the event, and the booths are spaced out to promote social distancing.
Intentionally, it is slightly scaled down, but it's kind of, while this is a normal event, in some ways it's a dry run. We don't want to fill it up with 90 vendors like we used to and have 3,000 or 4,000 people here. We just want to kind of start slowly, get people comfortable with the prospect of these type of events, and then go from there.
If you can't get there tonight, there are 3 other Bodega dates planned for this season in May, June, and July. The 2021 Wisconsin Film Festival is happening virtually May 13th through the 20th. Today, the official film catalog was released. Ticket reservations for pass holders start tomorrow at noon, and anyone without a pass can purchase tickets starting Saturday at noon. Even though the screenings are virtual, some films may actually sell out because distributors set ticket limits.
Still ahead at 6, Wisconsin's black law enforcement leaders reflect on the verdict of Derek Chauvin trial and what's next to try to mend relationships between police and the communities they serve. And sunshine tomorrow, followed by much warmer temperatures for the weekend. Gary will have your full forecast next.
Tonight on CBS, it's a night of comedy and drama, beginning with Young Sheldon, followed by United States of Al, plus Mom, Be Positive, and the thriller Clarice. Then get a complete wrap-up of the day's news on News 3 Now at 10.
It's the HyVee Super Snack Sale this Thursday through Sunday. Lay's just $1.77. Craven crackers or cookies 50% off. And Pepsi products 24-pack cube, only $6.98. Stock up during the Super Snack Sale, only at HyVee.
Honey, they're back.
Come on. No. Get out of here. Get out of here. No more. Pat.
Power Centers of Madison. Visit powercentersofmadison.com. Do you suffer from ED? Did you know there could be a way to relieve ED without harmful medications, needles, or surgery? Peak Performance for Men is here to help. Click or call now to treat your ED. And remember, our results make the difference.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
When it comes to your financial health, just a few small steps can make a real difference.
Guidance on your terms. Confidence feels good. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Not all replacement windows are the same. Take a look at our new Eco Sky windows exclusively from Mad City with a higher energy rating than other windows on the market. Act now and double your savings to $2,000 on new windows. Double your interest-free financing to 4 years. Double your bonus to a $200 gift card with purchase. And if you call during this program, we're going to double your gift from a $25 to a $50 Walmart gift card with your in-home estimate from Mad City Windows.
It's the HyVee Super Snack Sale this Thursday through Sunday. Totino's Party Pizza, just $1. Little Debbie's Snacks, 3 for $5. And 2 liters of Pepsi products, 5 for $5. Don't miss the Super Snack Sale, only at HyVee.
Welcome back. Today, Wisconsin's black police chiefs and sheriffs participated in a town hall hosted by Madison 365 to address strained relationships between law enforcement and the communities they serve. On the call were Madison's police chief, Sean Barnes, the incoming Dane County Sheriff, Calvin Barrett, Beloit's new police chief, Andre Sales, and Milwaukee's police chief and sheriff. Discussing the guilty verdict in the Derek Chauvin murder trial, all of the speakers said they were not surprised given the evidence.
That trial really gave me some energy to communicate better with my community, to go back and, of course, look at policy, and, of course, to make sure, most importantly, that the culture of the Madison Police Department is a culture where that could never happen. I think our community deserves that, and I think that's my #1 responsibility after watching that verdict.
Chief Barnes acknowledged that many community members were surprised about the conviction, and that was disheartening to see. It was disheartening to see people hoping they would see justice in what he said is an obvious case of an officer acting beyond reason and against policy. Police reform has been a national focus for years, but police shootings haven't really decreased along with that conversation.
News 3 investigates. Naomi Coles explains how the numbers keep climbing while the policies driving use of force in Wisconsin have stayed the same.
A New York Times analysis finds that police are killing about 3 people every single day, and that's, of course, that's nationwide. Now, over an 8-year time period in Wisconsin, I found that it's coming to about 1 person every 3 weeks. The national average has remained steady for years, and it's one reason advocates for police reform are pushing a different standard for use of force. It's a standard that so far Wisconsin is rejecting.
There is a lot of subjectivity that goes into objective reasonableness, and that's the issue that I have. That's the issue that I raised. Too many times we see where an excessive amount of force is used in a situation that doesn't really require it.
The debate between objectively reasonable force and proportional force has few in law enforcement willing to consider the second option, and few, if any, states demand it. Now, why that's the case and why that would be a fundamental change to how police use force, that is tonight at 10 o'clock.
Naomi, thank you. A chance for showers tonight, then sun tomorrow. Here's Gary with your forecast.
Yeah, those showers have been blowing through southern Wisconsin, and some of them have produced some strong wind gusts. There was a wind gust of 52 miles per hour in Monroe, a wind gust of 40 miles per hour in Madison, 44 miles per hour in Boscobel, and a 53 mile per hour wind gust in Waukesha, and about a 50 mile per hour wind gust in Rockford, Illinois, as these showers came on through. But in three things you need to know in the forecast, we're back to sunshine for tomorrow. It will be a little cooler with high temperatures to around 60 degrees. It will be windy and warmer for Saturdays. High temperatures jump up to around the 80-degree mark, or in some cases even warmer than that. Then we'll see some showers and thunderstorms from Sunday afternoon and Sunday, especially Sunday night into Monday when it turns a little bit cooler, but we could certainly use the rain. 24-hour precipitation shows just how spotty the precipitation was. A few places may have gotten up to about 1/4 of an inch of rain. Most areas that got some rain, less than 1/10 of an inch of rain, and many areas didn't see any rain at all. And now on high-resolution radar, those gusty showers and isolated thunderstorms moving through southeastern Wisconsin down into northern Illinois, and most of the showers are pretty much moving out of our viewing area and will probably be gone within the next hour or two. Otherwise, on Doppler track farther to the north and west, some light showers up toward Lake Superior. Those will stay to the north, and we'll see plenty of sunshine for tomorrow. Now, we could use the rain. You can see the future track precipitation model forecast. This is through the middle of next week, through early Wednesday morning, and it's showing perhaps anywhere from 3/4 of an inch to 1.5 inches of rain generally across southern Wisconsin. We'll have to see whether or not that's more spotty, like some areas getting 2 to 3 inches and other places getting 1/4 of an inch, or if it's a more general type of rain. Right now, the computer models are hinting that it might be a little more general type of rain, so that would be good news. But the drought monitor just came out today, and you can see now moderate drought conditions from La Crosse through Madison down toward Milwaukee, and then up the far eastern portion of Wisconsin with abnormally dry conditions to the north and south of that. Farther out to the west, the more severe drought over much of the western part of the country. Temperatures today in the 50s and 60s across Wisconsin, a large area of 70s to our south and to our west, and those temperatures will continue to warm because on weather track right now our upper level winds are from the northwest. The subtropical jet stream has been pushed down to the south. That's where the southwesterly winds and the warmer air is. But eventually these northwesterly winds will start moving eastward. The southwesterly winds will take hold, and that's what will warm our temperatures up. So when you go from a northwesterly wind aloft to a southwesterly wind over a couple of days, you can see a big dramatic warm up in temperatures. This cold front is what's triggering those showers right now. Winds shift around to the northwest behind it, but again, it's only going to take a day or two for those winds to shift back around to the south. And these temperatures that are in the 50s and 60s right now should be closer to the 80-degree mark by the time we get to Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon. So our forecast for tomorrow calls for mostly sunny skies, but it will be cooler than today. High temperature topping out at 60 degrees. We're back up to 80 on Saturday on brisk southwesterly winds. Sunday, variable cloudiness, a chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon with a high of 74. Best chances for rain Sunday night into Monday. Still a slight chance for a shower on Tuesday, dry Wednesday, and then some shower chances toward the end of next week and into the following weekend. The clouds and the showers will keep temperatures slightly below normal, generally in the middle 60s.
And just ahead in sports, a special honor on ice for a Madison area native. What it means to Tarek Baker to wear the C for the Badgers. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Wild East Towne Honda is Wisconsin's Dealer of the Year. Save with 0% financing for up to 60 months on over 400 new Hondas at Wild East Towne Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
For those ready to dig in and liven up their lawn and garden, it's time to roll up your sleeves and head to Blaine's Farm and Fleet, where we have everything you need to plant the perfect yard. Like all Livingston vegetable and flower seeds, 25% off MSRP. Save $3 on preen weed preventer varieties. These Fiskars garden tools are half off. And don't miss great gifts for Mother's Day, like new colors of select women's Carhartt workwear styles.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Our Eco Sky windows are airtight. That means they're going to keep out the allergens that could affect your hay fever, sneezing, and other springtime allergies. Call about the Eco Sky windows exclusively from Mad City Windows right now. Listen to this. They're 114% more airtight than your average vinyl window. Beautiful windows that just open up a room. Now be a great time to call Mad City Windows during our spring blowout sale. Save $1,000 on a house full of new windows. Interest-free financing for 2 years. $100 gift card with purchase. But act now, and we're going to double your savings to $2,000 on new windows. Double your interest-free financing to 4 years. Double your bonus to a $200 gift card with purchase. Last chance to call in during this program. And we're going to double your gift from a $25 to $50 Walmart gift card with your estimate. Call 608-338-1616. Let me give you that number again. 608-338-1616, Mad City.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Wild East Towne Honda, lease a new Civic for $189. That's $189 and absolutely zero due at signing. Save on over 400 new Hondas at Wild East Towne Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
Hi, folks. Coming up Friday on News 3 Now this morning, we'll preview a vaccine clinic designed to make it more accessible to the Black community.
And Chris Reese is tracking your weekend forecast. Madison certified most accurate. We'll see you starting at 4:30 for News 3 Now this morning.
The Wisconsin men's hockey team has already turned the page toward next year. The first step for Tony Granato, naming his captain, and sporting the C for next season, Tarek Baker. The former Verona Wildcat is the 7th Madison area native to be named a captain in program history. Over the past 2 seasons, Baker served as the team's alternate captain.
Yeah, you know, growing up as a kid, always coming to the Badger games, it was always something I watched, was watching guys like Adam Bursch and Joe Pavelski and those kind of guys on the ice. And for me, though, more than anything, being able to represent my hometown and finally being in this position, it's just a great honor.
Colin Wilder and Scott Nelson are like 2 peas in a pod. The two are roommates, partners in the Wisconsin secondary, and this season, the safety duo will be on the field together for majority of the time. Last season, they combined for 52 tackles and 3 interceptions, but expect those numbers to grow because with all the time they spend together, Nelson and Wilder's bond grows stronger by the day.
Just helping each other, whether it's with plays or something like that, we can always bounce questions off of each other and help each other have a better understanding fully, and then kind of work disguises and stuff off of that as well. So it all kind of works together.
We know when one of us makes a mistake, and I mean, it's very easy to coach each other up and to learn from, and that's why I'm really excited about this year, getting to play more with him.
The NFL draft begins tonight, and the Packers have 10 picks in this year's draft. Just one tonight, the 29th overall pick. If they don't make a trade, they should make their selection around 10:25, 10:30 tonight. Last season, remember, Green Bay took quarterback Jordan Love in the first round. And in case you missed it, Chris Chambers is making some history at the University of Fort Lauderdale. The former Badger was named the school's first head football coach this week, and there's a lot to do before the team's inaugural season. Top 2 things on Chambers' to-do list: put together a coaching staff and fill out that schedule. Busy day in sports today, Gary.
Yeah, and it was busy for a couple of hours this afternoon, but now those showers and thunderstorms are heading off to the south and east. Temperatures are in the 60s, and look for low temperatures tonight, mid-40s, highs tomorrow around 60.
Thanks, Gary.
Thank you for joining us, everyone. Enjoy your evening, and we will see you back here at 10.